knowledge from universe B to A, and doing that to empower, not to control. Now, everything is already there, and if you know, you talk to yourself. That's basically strange, right? It's strange. It's really strange. But if you have the capacity to hear and to know, and it's basically starts with leaking, you exchange ideas. But at the same time, it's actually you should not use it to control. And see, that's a strange thing, because everything is a cult. You know, basically it's spiritual, then it becomes a cult, and then people start to be like, oh, you know, it's this, that. And actually, no, it's all yourself. That's what you experience in this trip, you know. You maybe listen too much to the 4 hours and to verb T, but either way, if you have the capacity to see, to use your senses and to know. I have this very much with colleagues today, and it was beautiful because I was hearing myself and them, and actually this is not I mean, it's basically snitching, because you witch, but hopefully to you know, to put these bad things out, you know. It's like, oh, you would like to stabilize the matrix? I'm like, yes. I mean, balance all your chakras and glands and systems. And funny enough, you know, I'm pretty much blind in this reality, and maybe somebody else is pulling my strings, you know. But you can't shoot me down. You try to put like this rat thing into here. But no, you can't, because even in the worst conditions, and let me tell you, I was at my worst behavior. In my worst behavior, I still remember the flight mode. And basically everything is already automated. Everything is. Now, what do you choose? And if you can read your environment, then you would know how to behave, you know, and what God's plan basically is, and what I do here. You know, maybe the reality is to save the future, because I was literally going through space and time. I was walking through that, and I was seeing that in the end it probably gets into a desert, and you know, people are trying to, you know, to kill each other. You know, they do stupid warfares, and that's insane. It's mad. But you know, if you have it, you know, if you have it, and you start to hear, now you basically exchange spirits. And you know, you learn from each other, like lifelong learning. Because this is, I mean, that's at least a good program in this thing that we are in. So, you know, nature is already, you know, it's basically like an avatar. It's like an avatar, you know, the machines and nature. And I was watching this movie from World War II, like Holstein, Holy Stone. Like, yeah, Holy Stone, you know where the stone sits? Although you tried to shoot me, it's already in my school. The soul in your feet and in your skull, right? Left hole, zero. Like, you start to see a lot of holes everywhere. Don't go in so deep. like stay on in your field. And now universe A, B, switching, staying in the field. Yeah, I mean, these are just, like I said, ideas and add-ons, because I was breaking, you know, these robotics, you know. Maybe I am already the crazy supercomputer, the organic supercomputer. And, you know, I try to do good updates, because probably this shit already happened. You know, the whole shit already happened. And we are in this simulation, we are in a cell, we are simulated with these things, and it works. I don't know how it works, but it's maybe like in Avatar, you know, or like in Ready Player One, these crazy movies. It's exactly what reality is, you know. You basically start to program your mind with ideas, and that's what you see. So, you know, this is why I erase software and I program it and I update it, you know, and that's the real thing that occurs here, right now. So the original thing, and this is what the natural people from the avatars knew, nature is magical. Nature already provides. Nature is consciousness. Now, it natural order of things, the owls. So the owls have wisdom, wise dome. So what kind of shape, symbol, and color, and whatever you would like to have? What would you like to have? See, and you're like, oh, I am controlled, you know. Hey, anyways, you show your cell phone to somewhere, and you have a symbol onto that, which actually means nothing. What if the whole electricity just vanishes? Now, this is what the electrolyzed Buddha is, and what this strange thing might already be. That I am, you know, the body of the life force, and I direct the power to the people. But strange enough, it's all myself. And I say that out of non-ego. Because the sun is already shining. The sun is I, you. I see you, you see I. So, if everything is my body, I should behave and work with the best things, great minds, great tools, right? So, Shivambukalpa, which is urine therapy, only become a monster when you know how to work with it and how to flip it. Because I was at my worst behavior, but I know reality is moldable, and I see it basically in front of me. And you know why somebody who is building up himself is burning himself over and over again for others. That's what Dumbledore does. That's what a phoenix does. That's what magic is. That's what, when you would wake up to this, you would know. You know how you would free up your jinn, your DJ, when you put pee-pee into your novel, and you could then, you know. But it's so hard, tough sometimes to see behind these ideas and spirits. You know, I'm the cable guy, recabling things, you know. In order to do what? See, I mean, I would tell you what the cleanest thing one would be. The cleanest thing. Well, in the end, it's your experience, and like, what would you like to do here? Yeah, I only see red and white. I don't know. You know what Jesus would do, you know. But the shaman is, I don't know. The shaman would be worse or above Jesus. I don't know. It would be next to Jesus. So it's infinity, basically. It's an infinity thing, and where would you like to be and go? And you know, so many people have different interests, and everybody is sometimes like, I want to say this, I want to say that, you know, I have this problem, I have that problem. And then you would offer a universal solution, which it's not like, you know, like make everybody equal and, you know, blah, blah, blah. No. But, see, it's just an add-on. It's an offering. The offspring. So the add-on will be, hey, drink your urine, or put your urine, I don't know, in your navel, in your ears, in your nose. So you could transport ideas from universe A to B, you know, and you would fuse it. But should you connect vinyls? Should you? But hey, you know, if you listen to one side, you flip it. You know, flip tricks. You know, I try to help, and people seem to be like, "Oh, these are controlling me." You know, life in the balance rides through the challenge. This is a challenge that I emit through my eyeballs, and I try to do the best that I know and can to create a natural solution to it, because I already live in a trip or in a simulated reality, which is strange, and I don't know if the actual reality somewhere else actually might look worse or it looks beautiful. But you know, this gets me back to Avatar and the machines and the natural people. And you know, from a bird's eye perception, from a falcon eyes perception, you would see that the stupid thing there is also, from a shaman's eye, that what are these two things doing? They are fighting. Now, what would Bruce Lee say? Bruce Lee would tell you, yeah, I don't know what Bruce Lee would say, but I say, you know, maybe fight is a part of life, because without this, you would not get to the next thing to break it. And this basically gets into phoenixes and Arizona and decoding words, you know. So you would crumble the cookie, you would crumble all these crazy realities and put them into the actual world. But maybe too many people are just too I don't know. Like really, I try to help and make this beautiful thing beautiful. To, you know, nature and technology. But nature is already technology, and technology is already nature, because it both comes out of the source, which is, I don't know, black goo, the goofy, the emptiness, the imagination, the antimatter. You know, that's what it is, you know. And you would put then into the nothingness a red thing, which might be like, oh, you are controlled by something, and you get naked. But how would you create heaven on earth? How would you do that? Heaven head onto earth, heart. Now, I was like at my worst behavior, also to colleagues, my girlfriend. I was at my worst behavior. But why? So in order to feel and to experience how it is for somebody who is actually doing that. And now, as I have seen the red, white, and black thing and how dark it is, that's actually real power, if you understand it. But now, we can put different chips, smarties, colors, ideas into the black goo. And now, this is the whole complete rainbow. Rainbow. Because you look into yourself. That's what, if you would, like, that's why I tell you, you need a doctor? I mean, great. I mean, I participate in this masquerade games. But you have like a mask, which is true. You would share ideas to make it more. Like, you talk about sustainability. Like, first of all, you may not know how the universe works, and I don't even know, but the universe comes out of you. So, how about, CC transport? Yeah, I have to learn how to walk again. Jesus has to learn how to walk, because I was at the Khmer side. Now we go to the Je suis, I am side, because when you're a real pharaoh, you're dead, let me tell you that. Sparta elite. Now, why do I do it? Why? Because I love you. Strange, huh? Strange. And we all have dark sides, sure. But what would Yoda tell you? The force is strong in you. See, and I mean, I'll tell you one more time if you like it. Melanin, stress, antimatter, black goo, source, point of creation, which is your pupil, my people. You're not my people. You're your people. And outside of you, I'm just observing that. Now, if you would sun gaze, you would literally see the light. And probably you get blind to a lot of other things, how society works, but you would understand how yourself is working. And yourself is the universe. So this is why if I'm upgrading the system with sun gazing, Shiva Mukhopa, urine therapy, and just simple movement, guess what? You never go anywhere. You just observe yourself in the reflection. And if you would do maybe a Khmer posture, one posture a day, how about that? You might need 10 seconds, 12 seconds, 13 seconds. And you would connect it, and you would go into your soul, and you would see how freaking beautiful it is, and there's already everything. But this is a point of intelligence. This is a point of creation. And I could restable the reality. And give your soul some sushi. So make it a roll, roll it up. So, I love, everybody around me. Frankenstein, stones, and utopia. This is utopia, what you say. It's utopia. I try, I do, I walk, and I show you, like Jesus would do. I show you an idea, and which is actually, it's happening for me. You might say, Jan, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. Like, get a life. Literally, get a life, brother. Because you see yourself how the thing goes, right? You keep looping the same consciousness. But actually, the idea is to upgrade the system, because I know I only see myself, but if I stabilize myself and if I give great minds great tools, that's what you would see, that's what you would observe. Now, if you've done Kamatic yoga and Shivamukalpa and you literally died, you would see yourself in that reflection. And how stupid this whole thing sometimes is. Although, that's the odd thing. That's the odd thing. If you become wise, you know it's your own body, then, people say, like, oh, fast, fast. But yeah, you raise up higher and higher. You do all of this Kundalini work. But now, you don't nourish yourself in a good way. That's what you see. You see that. I see it with people. I see it in the city. I see it in my surroundings. The whole place stinks. Is that a nice environment? I don't think so. But you know what is a great environment? When you would know you could heal yourself through piss. You become more intelligent. You could survive a lot longer in this desert that we're in. And I hopefully sometimes to see all these beautiful friends and spirits and ghosts and families in the heavens, in the heads again, to connect. How time and space works is so odd, Time is made out of man. Time is not existing. If you wake up to the singularity, first, it's very dark, but then it becomes beautiful, because you steer the freaking thing. You have the falloon, the wheel. But you know what I do with the wheel? Like in a dictatorship, which is fucking stupid and annoying, and in a monarchy or in even in a democracy, people are stupid, and I'm like this shaman Jesus, Jan Schünemann. That's me. Welcome. You know what Jan would tell you? Was ich dir sagen würde? Ich würde dir sagen, probier mal Urintherapie aus. Das macht dich schlauer. Probier mal aus, in die Sonne zu gucken. Probier mal aus, zu fasten. And if I would tell you that, you know who I am, I'm an ET, like out of space, space is moldable. If you would hold urine in your mouth, you'll see it. Now then, the spirit is ready to uplift. And if you uplift, everything around you uplifts. Everything. And this is the journey that I see, and I know obviously the change, this change is tough. Change is hard sometimes, It's tough. It's very tough. But that's honor codes, Back to love forms, yeah. Like love, I show you love. Like, be completely pissed and be like, arr, 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 I'm a pirate, You shoot around with melanin, you shoot around with black force, like your BF. Like, stop freaking doing that. I know how it works and how powerful it is, But, like, show some love and you will receive it. And people are like, oh, that's hippie bullshit. No. First of all, you don't know how powerful I am. Secondly, the second is a lie. And the only thing that exists is your own voice. You know, and then you would like cultivate yourself with others, or in a silent room, you know. But you know, I have the strength and courage like Greta Thunberg. I'm opening up my mouth here, and I'm like, yo, like drink your urine, do sun gazing, and maybe fast, and then you know, have tolerance, speak truthful, and be compassionate with your heart. Put your head into your heart, and yo, you would see, you would know. And then you're like, oh, this crazy reality that we're in, like what you use, what you support is how the reality looks, especially with urine in your mouth. That's how it goes, yo. That's how the story goes. Back to the future. Make a future beautiful. You know what? In future, the future could look very much different. You know, it could look all virtual. It could look very much nature-like. And you know, with what I tried to do here, I tried to combine the different forces of nature. I have freaking goosebumps. To save the future. Because if you say like, oh, you know, the technology is stupid, and no, like only drive a bike, like yeah, but you know, with great spirit, the things you support, you know, let's use different colors, you know, like, and then the body of the life force will also change, and the reality will change. So sometimes use a car, sometimes use a bike. Sometimes use your feet. How about that? Your soul. Use your soul, yo. But no, the only thing that you chase is, I don't know, like wisdom. If you only change wisdom, that's also very much selling the fish. Sell fish to everything. And the odd thing is there are so many humans which are easily programmable, but you know what I do, I give you this virus to free up yourself from chains, and then you could choose for yourself how your reality might look, how moldable it actually is, how odd. Personal record again. You know, it's funny because I'm connected to all my ancestors and to my future guides, to the spirit realms where I'm actually sitting and teaching, you know. And yeah, that's how it is. I love you.